Hey, welcome back to All Things ETH. My name is Aaron, and on this channel we talk about all things Ethereum. We talk about projects, play to earn, NFTs, and price. And today I just want to do a quick market check on all of the ERC20s that we go over on a regular basis. I'll do a little bit of market check on Ethereum itself, see what Bitcoin's doing, and then I want to just quickly dive into a little bit of Axie Infinity news and just give you a market update there. So let's dive right on into it. So sorry Crypto Jeb if I just took your tag. Dive right into it. But anyway, you do it better than I do, bud. Wanted to look at, let's just take a look at the big data here. Bitcoin is struggling to get through this orange box here. This orange box is one that I get from watching the Satoshi Stacker YouTube channel, so definitely recommend checking out his channel. He gives you a lot of really great places, resistance points here and recent support and metrics to look at. We are above the 21 or the 200-day moving average, as well as the 21 EMA here. So we crossed through that this morning on Bitcoin and seem to be doing pretty well there. Heading back up, which is great, because we did see some lows and some lower lows, and looks like we recovered late last night, early this morning, so we're heading back up and struggling here with this box around $6,300 or 63,000 rather for Bitcoin. Ethereum is setting higher highs and higher lows. Super bullish on Ethereum, obviously, with the channel All Things ETH. Why couldn't I be? Or how couldn't I be? But we're looking pretty strong here. We did, this candle here, this green candle, did close higher than the body of the candle that we saw the recent high at. So obviously didn't see this huge wick up to the all-time highs, but this is just strong bullish movement here. And the fact that we haven't gone as low of a correction as BTC, I like seeing this. So when BTC corrects, guys, and trades sideways, you always see Ethereum pushing up against it. In fact, let's look at the ETH to BTC ratio. We had a support line coming down here. We bounced off of it, passed through it, I should say. We passed through it for the first time in a while. So here's the descending diagonal resistance that now is support we just bounced off of here, that we've been in since September 1. So we went up real high, got almost to the 0.08 mark from the BTC to ETH ratio. Pardon me, not sure what happened there. Back to the charts. So I am super bullish on ETH now that we've crossed through here this downward sloping resistance and are retesting and bouncing off again. So super bullish there on the ratio between BTC to ETH. I do think we could see a launch. A lot of who I'm following right now are saying that we should see a launch into the 70,000 range for Bitcoin before the end of the month. Obviously we got Plan B saying 63 or higher. We're just under 63 right now. In fact, we were at 63 this morning, just a little over. So I think that's a pretty safe bet unless we see some sort of crazy FUD. Now we did see FUD over the weekend from Janet Yellen talking about taxing on unrealized gains, which is, I'm sorry guys, I don't know what your political agenda looks like, but taxing on unrealized gains to me is just a big overstep, but I'll leave it up to that. If you have some comments about that, please leave them below. I think what they're trying to do right now is really backpedal on some of the overprinting that they've done in government, and I think they're trying to recoup some funds, and a lot of people are saving right now because they don't have a lot of confidence. A lot of people are investing right now because they do have confidence, and especially in the crypto markets, and seeing some significant gains. You guys, I started in crypto at the end of last year, and it's amazing to see what my portfolio has done. And I hope that you've seen some gains as well, especially if you came in, post the April, May, June run up that we saw and crash. I hope a lot of you have come in since then, since we saw the crash, and have been buying the dip in the summer here and are enjoying gains right now. I certainly did buy more. I didn't sell at the top like some people did. I didn't get to capitalize on some compounds, interest on my gains, but I did buy some more, so I'm seeing compounding now, which is great. But I do expect to see higher gains before the end of the year, and I'll be selling some profit relatively soon, especially if ETH gets into the $5,000 range. If you haven't heard it from me before, I have decided to start selling my ETH around $5,500. Now, let's look into some other ERC20 tokens, like I said in the beginning of the video here. One thing that jumped pretty heavily today was the ASX, or the Axie Infinity token. We saw a run from 120 a coin all the way up to 142. Let me see what the gain is on that. It's pretty insane. If you were part of that, congratulations for taking some profit. 17.91%, almost 20%. I mean, if you count in back here at 116, or even further down, guys. I mean, we've only been in the $100 range for since early October, so less than a month. I personally bought my coins in the $70 range. I think we were back in this neighborhood, probably early to mid-September, when I bought a lot of my AXS. Unfortunately, I did use about 4 of them to breed some Axies that haven't held their value currently. Would have liked to just keep them in the AXS token and have them staked. I do have a couple staked. Not a huge investment for me here. Did want to just do it to check it out and to give you some insight on how to stake AXS. So if you are interested, if you're currently in the Axie Infinity environment, I'm actually selling a couple of my Axies. I may wait to convert them into AXS when the DEX comes, hopefully soon. I may even run them in, pay the gas fees, and spend a little ETH on AXS, bring it back in and start staking. I have to do the math on that, but I may be able to capitalize on some staking gains. 128% is APR. When I started staking, that was 150. I think that was over a month ago. But the staking rewards have stayed pretty consistent over the last month, which is great. Total staked has not changed that much. I think I've seen this go from between 18 and 20, and that's in the millions of dollars. 18 million is being staked right now, so that's pretty fantastic. Not really sure what this number, the 2.4 billion. I wish they would let you know what that number is, and if you hover, it doesn't do anything. So I'm guessing that's circulating supply, but total stakes has been consistent, and therefore the APR has also been consistent, which is pretty great. If that dips under 100, I might take some of the staking out, but it's such a low amount of invested right now that it doesn't make a lot of sense to not stake, especially over 100% APR. So real quick, let's look at the Axie Infinity marketplace. I did end up selling one of my original Axies. I had a beast, and he was primarily a beast with a he's a Ronin imp, but had the catfish mouth, and he was one of my first. I didn't know exactly what I was doing, just getting started out back in August, and ended up selling him for about half of what I bought him for, which In terms of an investment, that's not what you want to do, obviously, but I did collect a lot of SLP with that character, especially in the PvE arena, or the adventure mode rather, and was able to breed with that that individual axie and create new axies from that, and so I was able to double my investment essentially from the gains that I made with that axie, and create another one. So I am currently holding the wrapped ETH that was the sale from that, but I do plan to invest that into another axie to make that original team a little bit better. I have my 2 other original axies up for sale right now. These 2 are, as the prices underneath are what the sale price is listed in the marketplace, and both of those are just, I think this is a little over half, and this is right at half of what I bought it for. So I'm hoping to sell those soon and recover some of my initial investment to reinvest. And since the current inventory, the current floor prices are quite low, we're looking at 0.203 ETH. I've seen some of the floors as low as 0.1018, so just under $100 on some of these floor axes. And if you look, you can actually find some really good deals on some quality axes, even near the floor price of 0.03, about $126 currently, based on the ETH price. And I'm pretty excited to see what season 19 looks like, and see what sort of buffs and or nerfs that happen before that, so that I'm currently just holding some of my earnings in SLP and in sales on my current axes, just to wait and see where things end up before next season. I might try to pull the trigger just before the new season on some axes that I think will do well and won't get nerfed, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. I'll let you know what I do in future videos. I'm sure I'll do a axie specific video coming up soon. One other thing I wanted to look out on the charts, guys, is the price of Hex. A lot of you who watch this channel are Hexicans, and I do want to say, and this is really good. So we have seen higher lows and slightly higher highs over the last 2-3 days, which is great. We saw all-time highs up here at just over 50 cents, which is pretty fantastic for an asset that back in, July was under 10 cents. So we had a 5x from here, and we went all the way up to 50 cents, and now we've dumped to under half, so under 25 cents, and are currently on our way up. So just under 30 cents currently. If you are into some fairly stable investments, from what I can see and from what the feedback that I've gotten from the Hexkins themselves that have been watching this video, I'm not currently a holder of Hex. I do want to see out this bull run from an ETH perspective, so I am currently highly invested in ETH, but I do think I'll be getting into other ERC20s after this mega run up, especially if we see a lag in the time that it takes to get to ETH 2.0 and the merge. So I just want to give you a heads up there. And with that, I don't know if I have anything else today. It's a pretty short video, just kind of a market update today. Thanks for all you who watch, and if you like coffee and crypto, head over to Friedrichs Coffee to support this channel. Buy some retail bags of coffee. That's 12-ounce bags. They're roasted to order. We ship all over the continental United States, and if you use code FREESHIPUSA at checkout, you do get $5 off, which covers the price of shipping to those 48 continental United States. So like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.